Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. It's Aideen Curtin here from Firechild Photography. And this morning or this afternoon, I want to talk about networking. So, this is a really busy time of year for networking events. I think everybody's kind of, they're back after the summer and it's a good time to put on a networking event. Just yesterday, we had the National Women in Enterprise Day. So that's a big time of year for networking events all over the country for women in enterprise. And I've been to a couple of talks this week, and they've been speaking about the idea of networking and how we should network. And I wanted to share with you a couple of things that I've learned over the last year, or a couple of mistakes that I've made. So the first one would be not networking. So I've really only been networking kind of consciously for about a year now. But, what I learned is straight away was, it's actually not that scary. But also what I've come to realize over the last year is that I had actually been networking before that, but maybe I hadn't realized it. And so that's the thing, like not all networking is networking. There's so many ways that we can build relationships. Like that's what networking is about. It's about building relationships and getting to know people so that you can support each other in business, whether by connecting with other people or by doing business together. So that's the first thing. First mistake I made was not networking. The second thing, the second mistake that I would have made probably early on would have been maybe not getting to know people because I felt like maybe they weren't my client. But the reality is that not everybody is going to be your client, even the people that you think might be. But the people who may never be your actual client can still be one of your greatest sources of support in your business, and also a really great way to see your business in a different light, from somebody who maybe is never going to be a potential client, but if you have a good relationship that you can kind of ask for feedback. Another lesson that I've learned over the last year is that it's kind of been this fear thing. So when I've met somebody that I get on really well with and I want to create a relationship with them, that maybe I'm afraid that they're going to think that I'm looking for business from them. When I know that they don't necessarily need my services, but I just feel like, our ideas are aligned, or, we have similar outlooks or personalities. And I kind of held back a little bit maybe from connecting with those people because I was afraid they would think that, I was trying to get them to hire me. But, now that I've realized that and I've stopped doing it, I've kind of jumped into those relationships, and I suppose it's that thing of we worry about what other people are going to think about us, but as long as we're honest and we're sticking with our values and our own, philosophies, then people aren't going to feel like they're being sold to. So I just wanted to share those kind of three things. I mean, there's plenty more, but they're the three biggest lessons that I've learned over the last year. And, going back to this idea of like, not all networking is networking, and not all networking is face to face, and not all networking is online. So, initially I would have done a lot of my kind of relationship building online, but a lot of those relationships, I now know those people in real life and I have worked with them. And it's the same the other way around. People that I meet on a regular basis, maybe at networking events, or, we're members of the same organization, that we've now developed relationships online where we support each other's work online. Because, like that's one of the biggest things with my own business, with what I help my clients to do. It's to help them be seen in print and online as the same person that they are in real life. And that's really important for all of us. Whether you're a business owner or an employee, we need to be seen as the same person online as offline and support each other in those ways. So that's it. So in that vein, if there's anything that I can do to